You picked up a new case, Miss Simmons.
Simmons
Urban. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You now stand charged with the offense of criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Yes, Judge. The officer was dispatched to a club in Harris County, Texas, in response to a disturbance. The complainant, an employee of the club, told officers that she had asked the defendant to leave, and the defendant refused. The defendant had been trespassed by another officer the day prior, and the complainant stated the defendant continues to return to the location. During the incident, when the complainant told the defendant to leave, the defendant stated, "Leave me alone or I will hit you in the head." The defendant told officers that everyone at the location was trespassing and that she should have been given a pink paper in order to be trespassed.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. You've picked up a new case. The only thing I asked you to do was not pick up a new case, and now you've done it. So what happens now? Corey?
Judge, I'm going to ask for you to allow her to remain on bond. The state hasn't filed, if that's what you're getting at. The state hasn't, the state hasn't filed a motion to revoke bond. I'm not prepared for it. If they have, ask for time for a hearing to be set. So we can, have a hearing based on evidence. She hasn't violated the bond conditions, from the previous case as far as they relate to going to the housing authority.
Has, though. One of the conditions is behave yourself, give no facts or rise to probable cause so that you violate any new laws. She's now picked up a new case.
Right. What I'm saying is related to your very specific orders about her not to go back to the address where her apartment was or the Houston Housing Authority address. She's complied with those terms.
But if I let her go now, that's enabling this behavior and telling her it's okay.
Well, Judge, I think it would be punitive if you put her in jail as opposed. Well, that's not the purpose of bond, right? It's community safety and the community.
She's threatening people allegedly there to beat them in the head. She won't leave.
That's hearsay. Let me do the talking.
Taking you into custody, man.
Judge, that's hearsay. I think we're entitled to a hearing.
Yes, I'll give you a hearing. Sure. Whatever you want.
My arm is broke.
I don't know how else to, she's going to do whatever she wants to do. How am I supposed to handle it?
I'm not a threat to the community, so I'm not understanding. And as I said, that is hearsay. Is there any way, can you subpoena the cameras? Because I didn't threaten anybody. And there is also multiple witnesses that was there as well.
Sure. So that's my job. That's not the judge's job. And I'll do that just like I've done for the previous case.
So,
Judge, can we allow her to remain on bond until we have an actual hearing following the rules?
I haven't been around the.
Following the rules of evidence for bond revocations.
Here's what we'll do, Corey. What I'm going to do is I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test now. If you fail to take the test, if you fail to do what you're supposed to do, I am going to revoke your bond and put you in jail. I'm now putting a GPS monitor on you and I'm giving you a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do you understand?
Okay, 1 second. I'm homeless because they have refused to let me back into my apartment.
I'm not going to talk to you. This is not a negotiation.
No, I'm
it's
not.
Either you follow the conditions of bond or I'm going to revoke it and put you in jail.
Okay.
This is better than being in
whatever
jail,
you want.
unless you want to be in jail.
Your lawyer's asking me not to put you in jail now.
Well, how long
You
will I be in
picked
jail?
the case.
Until November the 22nd.
No, I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test now. We are going to reset this case until Monday. You were to come back Monday so we can address it. In the interim,
I did consume alcohol. Not anytime soon. So that's fine.
I want you to listen. I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you and I'm giving you a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do you understand?
Where is my curfew supposed to be from is the question. Because if I'm currently homeless and I am sleeping on the city streets, residing, because they refuse to let me back into my apartment, where
know what you're doing.
Where is that supposed to be?
That's what these conditions I'm giving you, ma'am.
It'll be within an exclusion zone. We do GPS within exclusion zones. So
Sure.
Have a permanent
Okay.
address then.
But I don't. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm going to randomly test you. But I'm saying you now for a test, you're to come back Monday. Do you understand?
That's fine.
Okay. I'm giving you a monitor on your ankle. I don't want you going to any clubs, bars, or anything of this nature. Do you understand?
That's fine.
Thank you, Judge.
See you Monday.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sending her now for a test. I want to know what, if anything,
Where do I go to take this test?
she'll tell you.
Curfew's 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay, so if she's homeless, we need a home base for the GPS to observe.
That's what I was trying to say.
She's got to live in somewhere. Got to be
I
living.
don't have friends or family or nothing, so that's what I'm saying.
You put your head somewhere down at night.
Yeah, on the city streets.
We'll get an address for it. Thank you, Judge. It's better than jail.
Yeah, it's not gonna be exaggerated either.
It looks like he also has a theft out of Montgomery County. Is it a misdemeanor? Is it a felony? Can you run an NCIC? Do you mind? Because the only thing I see here, it doesn't tell me what.
And Judge, she'll run that, but I was disappointed on it. It's a misdemeanor theft at a Target.
Okay. I'm happy to, you want a bond reduction is what you want?
I would, Judge. She was taken in on the 31st on a misdemeanor theft.
I don't even
She's
see
been
it.
here.
Is your position?
Should we last name again?
Diaz, Kevin Diaz. The thing is this, is that normally what happens is we get these out of county cases, they sit there for 10 to 11 days. And if the other county doesn't come get them, which is nearly always, I mean, I'd say probably 90% of the time they don't come get them, we release them. And we just give them a PR bond. I do it, I mean, don't we do it on a daily basis now? We have so many.
Case number, but this is still
Hey, Steph.
temporary.
I don't see it on the TCC. Is it in warrant status?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's fine.
He can still make bond on it though.
Yeah, he can post it in Montgomery County. yes.
Right.
But I
But-
suppose,
Would our reduction reflect that in Montgomery County?
so they would have to post bond with our sheriff's department to let them go. So
I don't know. What say you? Is it a misdemeanor? Is it a felony?
That is, so it wasn't showing up. See it?
I just want a complaint case number so you can look it up on the clerk's website.
Is that what you're doing?
Oh, Your Honor, it's a misdemeanor. I pulled the
Okay.
information. It's a misdemeanor.
10,000 is high for a misdemeanor. So are you okay with 5?
But
I requested it's 2,000. I mean, it's a class A misdemeanor theft. I get that he picked up another one here, but he's been in jail since the 31st. He got picked up on his birthday. He's been sitting in Harris County Jail ever since.
5 is fine.
I just request 2, Judge.
I feel like I'm negotiating against us. You want, what did you want?
$2,000.
2,
Yes, Judge.
5? So let's split the puppy. Okay? Happy?
3,
Split? So 35.
35. Okay, Judge. Thank you.
So Trey, do you mind? So on the out of county on Diaz, do you mind reducing it to 3,500 from 10,000? And then I had to make a documentation.